sorry. Can you go back in line?
Be targeted. Thomas also gonna get the 87 to do things to me, as he said he would yesterday.
Alright guys, let's get started by everyone.
Thanks for the push, Abram. I just got a big boost at the line from Abram.
It's a great start.
But they're the inside. They're gonna have. It's because they have the inside line. They're gonna have a better start.
Zilich is gonna have.
Big push by Landon to Connor.
As everyone except Abram stays onto the inside here. They go for turn one. Great start by everyone. No one position, really not really anything changed. They go into 3 and 4. Abram's going to go up the track here. And so will a few other cars, but no one really had a big issue on this first lap, as that lap will go to Connor Zilich. They go to 1 and 2. Now we see Landon trying to approach his bumper. Championship gap sits at 23 without halfway points. Sorry, not 23, 13 without halfway points. If halfway points were included, it would be followed by Landon, who is now to the outside of Zilich. Team battle here between Thomas's teammate and the 48.
Here comes Thomas now. Two with battling, bring him back in this battle.
Yeah, it does look like they're going to have a start approaching for a battle for the race lead, as it is starting to slow down the two leaders. This track is kind of one of those tracks to where if you're battling, you can lose a lot of time. It's similar to Charlotte yesterday, where you can lose so much time just by battling a single car. And Charlotte was definitely a chaotic race we saw. Even under green flag runs, we saw runs that were like 9 seconds that get reduced to like 2 seconds in just a lap. That's how crazy that track was, and now we're going to see that same issue. Well, probably not as big of an effect, but a similar effect to today.
We only have 5 cars.
Yeah, but remember, last race had 7 cars, and we still managed to have a car flipping. That was because I decided I got a little too much on the curb.
Of course.
And the curb killed me. And don't worry, I wasn't the only guy that died that race. A fan got murdered by Garrett.
I heard about that. Hit the apron. Dang it, I saw so much run down.
Damn it. And here comes the...
No, I'm blocking Thomas. No, I blocked him.
He blocked it. As they're battling for second. That's championship fights right there. As Thomas goes to the inside. Zilich, this is going to be perfect for him. It lets him pull away.
He is pulling away because me and Thomas are battling.
And Thomas, if he's ahead, and the points will stand, he'll get 5 additional. And that gap would reduce to 4. ZK. Okay, ZK, that's crazy. Good boy, Abram. Come on, Abram, running last. Well, there's 5 cars. What do you want me to do?
Thomas, I wasn't trying to get out of the way there. It wasn't like...
I can't convince Kalachi to join. He's studying for exams, so I can't do anything.
Where's Thomas?
Oh, and Abram's going to go into the wall in the back. He now sits 5.5 seconds off pace entering lap 7. This looks like going to be a really short race.
It is going to be a really short race.
54 lap, really only here. We're already down 7 to go into lap 8. And if you swap the numbers,
Halfway will be 27. 27 laps completed.
Yeah. And also, if you swap the numbers between the laps we complete and the current lap we're on, it's 8-7. That is the beautiful Ollie Behrman thingy.
8-7.
It's way better than 6-7, we can confirm.
Yeah, Connor's 8-7.
Oh yeah, Connor is also the 8-7 car. As they go to lap 9.
I hit a bump on the tribal.
Oh, and welcome to the second viewer watching. As everyone so far really hasn't hit the wall, but we do see a big hit by Matthew off 2. He's lost a lot of time from it. And is still recovering. He lost a lot of time, and now Abram is starting to approach him. And Matthew's gonna have the same issue. He hits the wall a second time in a single lap. And that is it for Matthew. And now Abram will go zoom by his inside and P4 for Abram now, as he is in that battle with Kalachi in the standings. He moved ahead of him, and now as it things stand, Abram is ahead of Kalachi, which was accidentally put wrong on the thingy, as Matthew blocks, and Abram's trying to find a gap somewhere, as Matthew managed to make a move on the inside in full on 1 and 2.
I had a really bad turn 1 and 2 and lost 5/10, and Thomas gained 5/10 from that.
And we do now see battles on the track. That is battle for second and a potential battle for second. And then we saw an earlier battle for fourth. And as the things stand, it looks like Matthew will start trying to pull away from Abram, and Abram doesn't really have the pace to really get to Matthew. We're going to 3 and 4. Good starts by everyone. Lap 12. And realistically, the strategy, most people say, you don't really have to pit at all. So it could be interesting to see and how that's going to go.
Almost hits the wall.
But I mean, we've seen weird strategies before. We've seen it happen a lot. So who knows? We may have a weird. Some people may try to pull a weird strategy. Who knows? But realistically, it looks like the base strategy is to pit on halfway. As Zilich leads another lap, he's at now 2.6 between him, and now it's 8/10 between Thomas and Landon. And Abram's starting to approach Matthew again. Now the gap is 2/10 on them. They go to 1 and 2.
Thomas just brakes way later than I do. If I brake later, I should skip the track.
And they are starting to close in for second. Same thing for fourth. But Abram's going to go up the track a little bit. So will Matthew. And Matthew, will he get close to the wall? He will hit the wall. Doesn't lose much time, but he does lose time. And Abram's starting to approach him. Now the gap is 5/10 between the championship rivals. We saw yesterday the 48 had probably one of the worst races the car has ever had in history. We've saw some bad races in that 48 last season with Parker. But today is even worse. I mean, yesterday was even worse, as they lost a huge penalty. And now
At least that wasn't me. At least I wasn't driving.
And Chase, and because of the new reserve regulations that were passed yesterday, Chase is technically not allowed to reserve for the rest of the season. Now the thing is, if he does, the starts do kind of count as a reserve, so that means he can. That start he did yesterday does technically count as a BACS start for him. But until lap 16, so far, good job by everyone. As it looks like 3/10 between Landon and Thomas. And they are side by side, it looks like, from my view. It looks like Thomas is inside. Can he make the move work?
No, that's me. That's me and Thomas inside.
Okay. They come across the line. Oh, really close. Battle for the championship. This could be crucial if they go to Miami tomorrow.
Oh, shoot, Thomas, I'm sorry.
Ooh, and they got
I got tight on accident. Sorry, Thomas.
tight on exiting.
I almost turned myself into that.
Stuff is going on here. And Zilich is loving this, as he's managed to get his first win yesterday. Officials claimed it was legal, and now he managed to get the win at Charlotte. Can he make it 2 today? A bunch of bad races forming 2 wins for Zilich. The future looks bright for him here. Connor's loving this, as he's still at 1 and P1. He's actually half a lap ahead of Abram, who's currently last on this grid. Still side by side for P2, it looks like. One tried to sense it looks like, and Matthew and Abram just far off pace. And I don't know who has moved ahead but one of the rivals is ahead, and now that will be interesting to see on who it is. But they are going back to side-by-side racing. And they look close. They look close. Oh, I thought they made contact. Thomas has moved ahead according to the lap, and that's interesting. If they go to 1 and 2, I think Thomas I can't tell who's on the inside, who's 2 if I'm correct from what I'm seeing. But I don't know the difference.
That's really not correct.
And hard in the wall goes
He's on the outside. I was on the inside.
And who's ahead?
Thomas.
Oh. Alright. And Abram hard in the wall, we saw 2, and Thomas is perfect for him. Championship gap if he stand from both halfway and the race. The gap, he'll get ahead by 5 points. But the championship, but the margin would still be -4 behind Landon. But all he would need to do is do this same, to be ahead of him right now and do that same process in Miami. And next thing you know, he's going to be the champion of the series in season 2. It's into lap 22. Village still leads 8 seconds. Snooze fest by many fans, except his battle for the championship lead, which is putting the fans on their seats here on the grandstands. But unfortunately, for the last 3 races, we've had at least 1 fan get murdered. And we're hoping today does not end like that, where we don't have more dead fans. We did have a few killed pit crew members, a few races throughout the races, but many fans have been murdered, and this is probably going to be a big season. There's already rumors of a potential lawsuit going on with 1 fan trying to sue the BACS, which unfortunately they can't because the BACS has waivers. But other than that, we do see
waivers.
It's still still them battling for P2, and Zilich again enjoying this. Probably can be drinking a little pina colada as he is enjoying this lead. Meanwhile, his own teammate and the driver that the dude was in beef with yesterday, when the driver was a reserve, and they're both.
No.
Sorry.
The beef guy is not here. I'm here.
Yeah, but the number that he beefed with when the reserve was there, those 2 cars are battling for second, and that's a championship lead right there.
But that beef's over though.
Yeah.
With mine is back on my car now.
Yeah, I meant had beef. As Zilich is perfect for him as he comes across the line, 2 to go and halfway for him. Come across the line. Landon's still ahead. This is a gap to go to 10 as the things stand. They're close. They're close.
Side by side.
I do see a battle there. And Matthew may have hit the wall hard as he's lost a lot of time, and Abram's starting to approach him again. Zilich on the white flag of halfway. Meanwhile, the 2 leaders off turn 4. Let's see what that's going to do with them. And landed at 9 seconds on the dot. And they're still battling. I don't know who's ahead. I think Thomas is currently ahead, but Landon trying to go through the inside. What I'm seeing, as this is perfect for Zilich. He's coming across the line. That will be halfway for him as he takes that victory. Meanwhile, they're battling it out for a second, but it looks like I think that will go to Thomas' favor. Or I'm seeing it actually goes to Landon. Firing up all cylinders. Yep, deal. And across the line,
SVG type red course.
Matthew and Abram finish up P4, P5. That's it for halfway.
Yeah, Thomas' car was on my bumper. He hit Abram, and his car slowed down. That's how he lost. That's how he lost 9 tenths on me in the last lap.
common type of run being experienced here by Abram today. Yes, that is completely correct, CK. As anyways, pitters, 3, 2, 1, pit. And who will be the first car? Who will be the leader off the exit of the pit lane? That could be crucial. Meanwhile, Abram went through a stall. I'm pretty sure a trick member may have just gotten killed.
It's the first time.
And we do see Landon type in while racing.
Oh, he hit the stall. Right there. Look inside.
Oh, and Thomas, can he stay ahead of Matthew and Abram? He will. What about Landon? Can Landon stay ahead? He does. And Connor had a bad stop. He let down 2 positions off of that.
He hit my pit stall as entrance, and he had to turn in.
That's unfortunate for Connor. More bad luck. More bad luck comes. And that is just Connor's career so far in this league. He just can't survive 2 laps without having some sort of bad luck. And the only 2 laps he's had luck was the final lap, was the last 2 laps on the final restart. Yeah, what do you mean sometime? I think this entire season you've been like 90% of the time. Alright, first car, choose. Second car, choose. Third car, choose. The 4th car, choose. And the 5th car, choose. Oh, and this could be interesting. Cal on the inside, ECM on the outside. Remind me who you are. That is the Landon. And yes, he is texting and driving right now. There are 4 people watching on this stream, so this could be interesting. What they want to see on this championship battle. Why are we texting and driving? Who cares about the texting and driving? Let's get going. Landon, please stop chatting in YouTube so you can get ready. Alright, boys. Let's get going. 3. Oh my god, bruh. Are we gonna go or not? Okay. Oh, you done it before. Okay, anyways. Alright. Guys, get ready. 3, 2, 1, go. What? Why? Everyone went late. Everyone had a super late restart. And Abram had to back out because he just felt like something was up. And that just messed up a bunch of restarts. And now Matthew moved to P2 after that. Now down to P3, and now he's going to face trouble by Zillage as he goes down to P4. Nothing has changed in the pit lane order, but the gaps have extended by a lot, especially for 4th and 5th. Landon leads, and Thomas sits P2, and Zillage sits P3. This is the lap 29 in this race. They go to 1 and 2. Zillage gonna try to make a move. He had to go wide off the corner. That's gonna cost him some time. Matthew touches the wall a little bit in the back. Doesn't lose any time really. As Thomas under pressure with his own teammate, trying to go to the inside. As they come across the stripe, it's gonna be 6/10 between the leaders. There's a lag issue on Abram, hard in the wall in turn 1. Oh, Thomas goes up the track. He goes into the wall. Down, experiencing some lag issues on Abram. And this is terrible for Tom. It looks like he may be having a slow car too, as Matthew is starting to approach him. Oh, my Wi-Fi is not cooking. It is.
Connor put me on the wall slowly. Just didn't break it off.
And that's unfortunate, Connor.
He didn't let off for anything. He just didn't break, put me on the wall, and just kept going.
Connor, please at least give some time away. Otherwise, you will experience some review after the race. Actually, not some. It's guaranteed review after the race. as this is terrible for Thomas. It looks like all these battles are within their own rival teammates. If we do see Thomas having to fight with a cow car, and Landon just had some conflict with an ECM car. And remember, those are the teams that they're championship rivals in. So it's kind of two teams at war right now, fighting for a championship. Things stand. Landon still ahead. Will still be ahead in points after this race, and will have it got. ZK, it's my lag issues. My controls are late. I would not be this far behind, but my controls got late for a few laps. I think they're still late. Let me check. Okay, they're back, but now I'm 8 seconds behind everyone. As Landon at a .767. Thomas
6-7?
Yes. Thomas third. Got common FMS equipment. Trust me, Dyna would not be in this situation right now. As ZK becoming the biggest spectator of today. However, yesterday we saw Hello Clint, a friend of Garrett, spectate, and then he was violently murdered by Garrett himself.
Thomas and Matthew battling, lost a second last lap.
Oh yes, and also, yes, and the biggest gamer of today's race. I think he's doing it to my car. That's probably why there's snowflakes on this thing. And they're not really snow, as Connor still leads. Thomas P2 still. I'm sorry, P3.
This is not P2.
Sorry, P3, and he's still under pressure by
Matthew's sticking close to Thomas.
I don't know, I can't read the whole message, unfortunately. Because it's cropped out for some reason, I don't know why.
ZK said not a Landon's voice.
Connor leads 1.4, Thomas 3.5, and Matthew 4.2. It's still not comfortable enough for Thomas. He is pulling away, but how long will that be? And then 11 seconds out of nowhere by Abram, who experienced lag issues on the restart and is now off pace, just trying to get this thing to the end. 1.1, 3 point. It looks like the gas may be getting closer to Zilich. May have had an issue, and now Thomas is now confidently pulling away from Matthew, and is potentially going to start going up to Landon. Who knows? Still got a long time in this race. 39 out of 54. And the gaps are even around 1.1, 1.3 seconds away from each other. It's an even gap between all the top four. But then you got Abram, who is like multiple seconds off the pace, has another back corner, and it looks like Matthew may have had
Slow down to 150 miles an hour. How goes?
Not a great corner, but he doesn't look like it from our screens. It doesn't look like he has lost any time. Really, maybe a tenth or two gone. But nothing.
I did lose, Tom. Look at the leaderboard. It was 1.3 second gap to Connor, and now look at it after.
Yeah, but the gap between I'm looking, and the gap between you and Connor is smaller compared to you and Thomas.
5. It was 5 cents. I lost.
Into the wall goes Abram by 4.
I'm more focused on Connor than Thomas.
Interesting. But I mean, it kind of makes sense. As looks like everyone's on a clean thing right now. Maybe Matthew's starting to improve a little bit, but I can't guarantee anything really. And I believe almost 6 seconds between Zilich and Matthew. That's 1.3 between him and Thomas. Abram's going to go up the track hard in the wall again. Struggling by Abram. Yes,
ZK said 6-7.
yes, I can see the chat. But yes, he did indeed say 6-7. He is trying to become the interchange right now.
ZK, I love you.
He's trying to do what Chayton did the moment at the race after he got banned. Joined the server and then randomly yelled 6-7, but in this case, in a stream. Also, he's telling you to stop texting and driving, even though there's no texting involved right now. Hard in the wall by Aram again. He's saying no while he's crossing the line. This texting and driving is not working perfectly. And let's go see onboard the radio of the team. And unfortunately, we don't have radio. Unfortunately, but that's sad. But I'm expecting the crew of the 48 telling them, hey, you need to lock in and claim a championship lead or extend it. But who knows? As Connor still has a good lap. It's now 3.5, so the gaps are starting to extend again. And Abram again finding walls. Guys, my sister is streaming about to... I don't know what that is. I can't read that. She's hella annoying. So while we're racing, let's go on board with ZK, who is having issues with a sister.
Wait, Matthew out of the bumper of Thomas?
Ooh, what may have happened? Did the gap, did he lose time, or maybe just lost time? Because I don't remember it being 7 seconds behind. Thomas may have had
it was 5.1.
He's having more issues.
And Matthew looks for a move, but he can't get it to hit the wall. Matthew on the wall.
I fucking hate my controller.
Hello.
Matthew hit the wall. Matthew is now slowing down.
Oh, hard in the wall, Abrams.
The wall hit.
So, chaos going on. That was a terrible voice.
Bag.
I am now selling every corner possible.
You never know. You could cause a caution like y'all did yesterday for the white flag.
Well, that wasn't him. That was...
My controller keeps slowing me down. I'm not even turning backwards on the joystick.
They didn't even
guys, he's gonna cause a caution for the white flag.
Bro, I was the one that caused the caution before the white.
I just turned.
What happened?
Thomas having issues, but still holding on. Still, Matthew around one car, no caution.
Matthew sideways and made it.
Oh.
Saved it.
We still only have 6 laps to go when Connor comes across the line. He comes across the line.
Thomas needs to hold for 6 more laps.
I bug.
Just trying to get this thing to the end. Still at 49 out of 54 here. 6 laps to go. Snooze fest today.
Shit, I do a whole race.
Hi Pookie by Landon in the YouTube chat. Just because now the fan... Oh, Landon hit the wall, he said.
It keeps doing the same thing. Slowing me down on exit. My joystick's on
issue. Matthew, slow, and it's a single car because it's hell. What happened with Matt?
Is that a fuel or something?
Can't move.
Okay, so now he's causing a caution. You know this would happen because Matthew Taylor's Thomas.
Has his car despawned? If his car has despawned, it's a guaranteed caution. We don't have a confirmed.
It didn't despawn. It didn't despawn.
It has no confirmation yet. For now, he's just counted as a sitting duck, which can't really be triggered as a yellow.
Matthew, please do not despawn your car. Please.
And it's unknown on the situation.
Oh my god, my joystick's fucking broken.
It's unknown on what's happening with that 3 car.
Oh my god.
There's still 2 laps to go in this thing.
It's just costing me so much time because it's slowing me down. I don't even have it turned back at all.
Now Matthew, he can technically despawn his car once the white flag has been hit. And so it wouldn't trigger a caution, it wouldn't manipulate the race results. And here they come. Zillage almost off 4. He comes off 4. Can he make it to the white before the caution is triggered?
He does despawn his... Yeah,
It's a white flag.
White flag in the air, and the 3 did not despawn.
Thank you, Matthew.
Which means
Thank you, Matthew.
the green flag is still on, and ZK is claiming the 3 car went boom boom.
He's not on the field. I just say to him, he's not on the field. It's not moving.
It is a glitch, and if they come across the line, Connor Zillage does it 2 in a row, and he wins at Chicagoland.
It's over because of my fucking controller.
I'm just cruising home now.
And who can make it to P2 and P3? And Landon, he will go into favor into Miami at a gap of 13 points, if I'm correct. At 14, actually. And Thomas will go.
It's probably even more broken. I just threw it.
And Thomas comes across the line. And P4 for Abram comes across the line.
So if you got, so that's 4 points. So that's 9 points. Yeah, it's 14 points from the gap.
Yeah, 14 is now the main official gap.
Are we gonna put results in?
Yes. And Matthew, you can despawn your car now and try to come across the line and then get counted for finishing points. Oh, he did not finish it, so technically Matthew has gained DNF points.
Abram did not get last.
Out of the dumbest way possible, I do not finish last and end up P4 off of that. That is insanity.
ECM going back to back to back, 3 wins in a row. Not looking good for Cal. I think, how many does Cal have far ones? I don't know. It also been flat earlier in the season, so it'd be.
Who knows, but good job by that 487 who takes his second win in.
Connor, can I get a picture of you please for the winners channel? Por favor. You can drop at the finish line, there's no victory lane. No, because I'm gonna check the one from yesterday first, because I forgot to do that one. Bro, it was a 3-cheat 400. I would have run a 3-cheat scheme yesterday.
No, it was a 3G. We changed the name to a BACS Christmas Festival. And congratulations for Zillage, who makes it 2 wins for him. And now the gap sits at 14 points coming into the final round.